Welcome to Wednesday Night Skill Building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and it's just so nice to have you here. I just absolutely love playing and sharing Wednesday nights with you. Tonight is all about helping you build your Mahjong skills, getting you to be the best Mahjong player that you can possibly be. I have all levels in here tonight, and we play at I Love Maj. We're going to head over there in just a minute. Against the bots. I should say I play against the bots, but I say we because you guys all help me. And I do love to get your help. So every once in a while, I'll ask for your vote. You want me to go this way or that way? And most of the time, I'll go with the majority rules unless I really feel strongly about something. And then if I do, I'll let you know about that. But nonetheless, we want to make sure that we get you feeling really comfortable with what to do when you receive your tiles after you've picked them in, or if you're playing on the computer after they're divvied out to you. And just make sure that we go over as many strategies as I possibly can and remind you of certain things. Try to do a good job and not forgetting most of it. Sometimes I do forget a thing here or there, but I do try to remember as much as possible. Here is the I Love Maj website. This is where we hang out on Wednesday nights, where I play against my fierce bots and my very lovely friends that give me a run for my money every Wednesday night. But the I Love Maj site is more than just playing against the bots. It is about having an incredible exercise room and a place where if you're a newer player, you can strengthen your knowledge of the hands and get familiar enough with them, not memorize the card. I don't expect that, although I do say that you should at least memorize, be able to recite the categories from left all the way to right. But this exercise room is phenomenal. Every single exercise helps strengthen some part of your game. So you're going to want to check this exercise room out if you've never experienced it. The game Launchpad is where you can play against bots and even play with your friends. You want to play with two friends in the evening. You just set a time. One of you becomes the group leader and you start the table and wait for everybody else to come in, and they find you by your name. It's really easy. Once they found you, they become a friend and they're in a drop down, easy to find list. If there's not a fourth player or a third player, the bots take over. So there's never a time that you should have to feel, especially today with all the technology, gee, I didn't have a game this week or somebody canceled and I couldn't play. No, there is always a way for you to play. And that is how you're going to keep your skills keen and alive, is by playing as much as possible. Now, I love Maj, where I play on every Wednesday nights and do lots of other things on this site. I am an affiliate of theirs. So if you sign up under my code uppercase D, uppercase B, when it asks for a promo code, you'll get an extra week, 3 instead of 2, to try it out for free, and then make a decision on your own. Very, very inexpensive to get a subscription to I Love Maj. You can even get it to a few of them if there's another one that you have been playing on already. But this one is the only one with a great exercise room. It really is phenomenal. And I know there are a lot of phone apps out there too today. If you're good playing on your phone, on a little screen, that's great. Do it. For me, I couldn't be navigating skill building on my phone. I know that for sure. But I just think having a bigger screen, whether it's a tablet, laptop, or desktop, makes it so much easier. And Penny did say from Greenwich, she's been playing on and off for 10 years, teaching for 4 years. Fabulous. We've got several teachers on here too, and several very experienced players. So I need you guys in here for sure. Okay, so with the game Launchpad, there's also Siamese Mahjong. It's the only site that has the official Siamese Mahjong. So if you like Siamese, you can come in and play just against the bot. Or again, arrange a time to play with your friends down here. I usually don't mention much about schedule a game because this is scheduling it ahead of time. And fellow group members to a private game. It's a little bit more involved. There's a watch how-to video right here. I just think it's a much easier situation just to do play with friends at the personal table. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to play with bots, and we are going to do the official game. If you're a brand new player, you could use just for fun. It is where they don't record your stats and keep track of your wins and losses. So you might want to be there. Enable practice mode. I'm not a fan of it. I think we should be using our own brains to figure things out. And I think it could become a crutch. And sometimes the highest level recommended hand with the most tiles may not be the smartest hand to keep track of, as far as if you're thinking you need to keep track of the one hand, because we know we don't. Wednesday nights, we definitely do not keep track of one thing at a time. So that could kind of steer you in the wrong direction a little bit. I'm just not a fan of it. Other people may love it. So you could try it if you want. Anyway, I do play intermediate bot level. That is the level of player. They have these bots programmed to play like a beginner, intermediate, or advanced player. If you do play standard, just know that the bots may do things like pass a pair in the Charleston or pass a flower or give you Mah Jongg at the end of the game. It is going to give you more Mahjongs. It's going to be a lot easier to play against the standard bots, but I just don't want you to think that because they're doing it, it's okay. That's why I don't recommend level 1. But I will say, if you really do want to make some Mahjongs and get some under your belt, go ahead and do that. Move up to intermediate as soon as you can. Advanced, only two differences that I am aware of. One is they know how to call your hand dead. They can recognize a dead hand. And 2, if the opponent across from one of the bots has stopped the Charleston, they will decline the optional across pass, which is the right thing to do. And one of my basic strategies for beginners. Okay, so let's get going here. This is going to come up if you've never played here before. Just say no so you don't get invited to someone's table. And I'm just going to adjust my computer sound a little bit here. Move that over there. All right, we're good. All right, good to go here. Okay, now timer. The last thing I want to mention is, okay, not my last. Make sure you have the 2026 card checked. If you have not come in and used it before, it might still be defaulted to the 2025 card. Timer. This is how long it's taking you to make a decision on a discard. In person, you look at the tile on the table, you think about it. Newer players say wait, hold, pause a lot. That is something that as you get to be a better player, you will start minimizing. Do we all need to say hold or wait at some time during the game? Absolutely. There are times when there's lots of exposures, lots of things going on. We have to make big decisions, even about our own hand. What are we going to do? Because it looks like our hand maybe went belly up and we have to shift gears. So yes, we
Okay, no chicken.
time.
Excuse me.
Oh, whoops. Somebody was unmuted.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go. Whoops. I've still got somebody unmuted somehow. Okay, so anyway, try it at 10 seconds and work your way down. If you are at 4 seconds and you need more time, there's a pause button. So you're not going to run out of time. This is just a helpful tool. For tonight, we do not use it because it would be very distracted for me to have to watch and pause. We one time had that happen, Phyllis, right? Remember? Phyllis remembers. Okay, you can change the color themes and use different tiles. I'm not going to spend time
First Charleston
tonight. We're going to hop right into the game. And now we are in the Charleston phase. We have our tiles in front of us. I don't see any jokers. I do like to sort by suit. And I always move my winds and dragons down to the right side. All right, no jokers. Okay, I hope I get lots. I've had a very lucky winning streak this week with Mahjong. I don't know if it's going to continue through tonight. Wednesday night seems to be mostly the challenges for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at this hand in these tiles. What do I normally say that we need to concentrate on? The multiples. What's a multiple? A multiple is more than one like tile. This is not a multiple here. These are multiple sevens, but they're not multiple of the same tile. Why is that a strength to start if we can use it? Because all of the groupings on the card, with the exception of a single or a pair, are in multiples of the same tile, the same suit, the same number. So in this case, we have 7. So we want to concentrate on the 7s. And once in a while, you've seen weird things happen where, based on what's come in this Charleston, I've had to break up the original multiple, but we want to try to use it. So 7, what else would go with 7 if we're looking at the left panel of the card? Like numbers is the only thing that we could possibly think of. So do we have other 7s? We do. And so I'm going to move that 7 over there. We're just going to build tiles around categories right now. That's all we're doing. Categories, sections, neighborhoods, whatever you've been taught or whatever you've heard. What else can 7s be? 7s are also odd numbers. So I would want to also look and see about keeping odd numbers. Got all of these odd numbers right here. And before I forget, I didn't really go through the format in its entirety, but during the game, I am going to talk about the different things that I see and I'm doing. When you hear me pause or be struggling with what else I could do, that's when you could put your suggestions in chat. But don't put them in right away. Give me a chance to talk through things first, because I watch the chat window. So if while I'm talking, all of a sudden I see a chat come in, then my eye's going to go there. It takes me away from what I'm doing. So you'll know, those of you that have been here every week, you know when I have my little lull and when I'm done talking. Okay, so now I've got these tiles here and lots of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I might think, well, what else might I be able to do with these other tiles, if anything? I don't like to pass dragons in the Charleston. Well, for a couple of reasons. First reason is I don't know if I'm going to need them. So why would I give them away in the beginning? The soap has a dual role. So that one I try to hold on to even more so than anything else. So now I could go further with this, and I could be like, well, I've got some nice little runs going on here as well. What do I like more? Do I like the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9? Do I like the run situation going on? Well, I've got 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, which is an actual hand already with a part of each one of the groupings. That's line number 3 of consecutive run. You don't often have a piece of every single part of the hand, but I have that right there. So that is nice. That is nice. So what if I wanted to keep an eye on that plus some 1, 3, 5, 7, 9? Well, let's see. The 1 and the 3, looking at the first line in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the hand on the right side. If I wanted to do that hand, then I would need 3 suits on that side. I could do the 1, 3, and then the strengths are not there for any way in particular. 1, 3, 5, I'd be missing the 7 crack. And then I don't have 9 cracks at this point. Doesn't mean anything, but I got to think about that now, just because I need to know what I'm going to pass. If I use the 7 BAMs, in the middle. I'm short right now of those 5 bams, so that hand is not going to be all that great. What else could I possibly look at keeping? What about under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, our floating pair hand? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5, and 7 missing. So that's that hand there in the making. Yeah, the 1, 3, 5, 5, and 7. 5 is a single, and the 7 needs to be a pair. That's going to be challenging, but it's got some good stuff. And then maybe since I already have a 1, I don't really need the other 1. There's not many hands in there. Well, there is a concealed hand, but that's a bit more challenging, and I'm far from it at this point to really say I'm just going to try that over something else. That's the second hand from the bottom. There's also the 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Not so sure that either is even something strong enough for me to consider keeping the 1. So I think the 1 is going to go for now. And I think that, let's see, we'll keep the higher end odds. So that will be the 5 crack. I think we'll do that. Now, I am passing 2 wins. Yeah, West could be playing wins. I feel better about doing a north and east than an east and west because of those hands that have the evens. East and west, E standing for even, easy way to figure that out or remember it with even numbers, or north and south for the odd numbers. So I think I'm going to do this because I want to keep everything else. Now, I do not pass flowers in the Charleston either, if I can avoid it. There are some occasions it can't be avoided. And that would be if somebody were to have given me a flower on a second left, let's say, and my hand is just so incredibly well formed. There is nothing that I want to give up. I might make an exception and pass that flower on that next across. So maybe we'll see if that comes up and we'll cross the bridge. But I think I'm going to do this. Okay, I think somebody else just joined in. All righty, now we got in a 5 dot and a 1 dot and a 9 crack. Let's see if anything changed for our mixed suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. A little bit, but not much. A little bit, but not much. That's still challenging. Now I have the 1s, and now I do see a potential here for flower. Line, let's see what line that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th line down under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I see that is a possibility there as well. So that, could be something we keep an eye on. And then I've got these high ends, 5, 7, 7, 9. So these are beautiful too. Since I haven't gotten in more of the run 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, now I have to decide what I'm going to get rid of. The floating pair hand right now got 1 tile stronger right there, not including the flower. 1, 3, 5, 2 7s, 9s, and the 7s. With no jokers, it's challenging. Let's look at, just briefly, let's look at singles and pairs because I like to look at them. I know that now all of a sudden I got a lot of good 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s. Let me see if there's anything there that might make sense that I can just keep an eye on. The dots are really nice for one of the suits. And 5, 7, 9. Oh, I mean, no matter what, it's just not the best situation in the world at this point. So we're going to struggle here. Hopefully you feel my pains. All right, what do I want to do? I want to keep this option. I want to keep a 2-suit option for 5779. Let's keep the sevens. And 2-suit, I mean 2-suit, no singles, no pairs. Second line, the hand on the right side. So 2B and 13579. So I could do it with 5-7 crack, 7 bam, and 9 bam if I get it. Let's see if there's anything else that looks really strong. Okay, so now I'm struggling. Anybody see anything else? I'm thinking this tile as my best option. Yeah, these are beautiful.
How
But
about line 4 on the
okay, in the chat,
13579?
please. Let's go. Yeah, in the chat. In the chat. No problem. Yeah. Line 4. What category? Just put it in there. Line 4. Yeah, line 4 is the one we are keeping track of right here. See? Here it is. That's one of the ones that we're already keeping track of right there. And then 135, which is line 5, is another one. And then I wanted to keep one more backup. I do have any like numbers with sevens because I have a flower and I have a dragon. So I have that too. But I have to pick a tile. So I think in terms of a 2-suit something like 5779, maybe this is better than the 5. For 5-7 bam, 7-9 crack. So you got to kind of see what's missing there. So do you see anything else? Regina said I'd get rid of one of the 1 dots because it could come back and hope for the sevens. Maybe. I'm just wondering why, if I get rid of the 1 dot, which is a pair in that 5th line down, very needed, what else would be less important? So I don't know if you see anything else. I'm still thinking the one I need to keep. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because once I say, give me some feedback, if I don't get it, I got to go with my decision. I think I'm going to do this because I don't see anything else that makes more sense. Deborah says, like the ones you have now to discard. Okay, good. You were the not even a tiebreaker. You're the winner. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, look at how crazy this changed. Look at that. Now this is very pretty, isn't it? Flowers 135. Look at all of that. How pretty is that? And I got a 9 crack. Now I'm on a first left. So we've got a solid hand here. And now we need another backup. So let's think of again a 2-suit that we could possibly do. Let's move this down here. And if we use the 5s as one end for our backup, think 5-7 dot and 7-9 crack. How does that look? 5-7 dot, 7-9 crack, line 2B. I have to get rid of something. I can do a blind pass so I don't have to pass those pairs. I know I have my pairs right now. That is so pretty, line 5. It certainly is, but we don't want to you don't want to just say, I'm done. This is what I'm playing. We want to definitely keep something else up. So I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to keep in mind no, that one's singles, the bottom 135 hand. No, because then we don't only need one dot and 1 3. 135 and ones. I'm almost thinking this. And 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles. Yes, Regina said 8 for that. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm almost thinking this right now because the other option is to maximize what we get in and do something like this. Either way. I mean, and that's a beautiful pass. It's all 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or like numbers with 9. You can't worry primarily about what you're passing. First priority is you. Second priority is what you give to try to do the best you can. So, and Randy, you're still on talking to the waiting room participants only. You have to drop down and change that because I'm the only one that can see what you're messaging right now. Okay, so I guess I'll do this. Let's see what happens. I'll maximize what I get in because this really is a beautiful, strong hand. I didn't get anything else in, so I'm going to continue, of course, absolutely. I could save this. What if I get some more north and south? I didn't even think I was going to be heading in that direction, but we're going to continue.
Second Charleston.
I'm going to do the 8 and the 6 and the 7 because I broke those pairs up. I'm going to see how long I can avoid giving out a second part of a pair. Those are things you'll start remembering when you aren't thinking about so many other things. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Look at that, 6, 7, could be 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. How pretty. Wow, well, we also have 1 through 5 now. Line number 1 of consecutive run. See how things change drastically in this game? I'll stick it over there for right now. Yeah. Okay. Some of these tiles have come back to me, but it's looking like we're in a pretty decent direction here. I got the other north. Who knows? 1, 3, 5 north and south. That's line 3 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Not bad. All right, maybe I'm going to go here. I know I could have kept the 9 dot for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 as well, but I've got lots of great things happening here. It could even be 3, 4, 5 with the soaps, depending on what we get in. So if we have lots of good options here, that creates flexibility, creates more chances to win the game. That's what it's all about, right? All right, so let's go ahead and
Courtesy
try this.
pass.
Look at that. My God, that's a gift. How pretty is that? Okay, so I've got a strong line 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That hand is strong. The one sitting on line 4, 5, 3 and 5 are looking really, really pretty. I think I'm going to do 3. Try to maximize what I can get in. I'm not going to keep that 4. And I got another north. If I had more 5s, maybe I would have considered north-south with the odd numbers, but no, we're not going to go there. Okay. All right, so let's talk about where we are with the tiles right here. We've got 99 tiles, the bottom right-hand side of the table here. It says 99 tiles. If you divide that into 3s, you get 3 segments of the game. And it's really nice to be able to make decisions and strategy choices based on what phase you're in. The first third is the begin game. The second 33 tiles is the middle game. And the last third and the last 33 tiles is the end game. Very different decisions we make depending on where we're at. In the beginning, we don't need to think about very much. We just want to always be prepared with what our discards are going to be. You know, it's harder on the computer to show some strategies, but I always try to do my best, but I wouldn't want to discard from sitting with my friends at a table. I don't want to be discarding from the middle of my rack. That's very telling. That's saying that I don't really know maybe what I'm doing, or maybe I'm like just got several different choices, and that's just very telling. So always be prepared with your discards on the end. Make sure, don't separate them out, by the way. That's also very telling. Don't have any spaces in your tiles. Thank you for the computer games that have no spaces in the tiles. You play on here with no spaces, play in person with no spaces. That's also very telling. But I prioritize my discards. And so when I do, I start with discarding what came back to me at the end of the Charleston. Now, this doesn't always hold true, but when it does hold true, I just keep doing the same kind of strategy all the time, regardless. So here's why I throw these first. Most people would be, well, they went around and around and around, and nobody's going to use them. But somebody said early on, Regina, I believe, said, yeah, get rid of the one, maybe you'll get it back. Well, I'm not the only person who thinks maybe I'll get a tile back that I would rather have not given up, right? So if a player was hoping to get it back and they didn't, and it's sitting in my hand, the last thing I want to do is hold on to it any longer than I need to. Matter of fact, I don't want to hold on to any tile that I think another player needs for any longer than I want to. How do we know what another player needs? If there's no exposures up, you don't know. You have no clue. But you can assume that if you don't see a tile on the table, that it's a good thing to get it out because somebody may be using it. Regardless of how early, we do that early on. We don't hold people's tiles because we're afraid to throw them. Definitely not in the first 33 tiles. And most of the time, not in the second 33 tiles. Okay, let's get going. We're going to get rid of all of these here first anyway, and we'll just start from there. I'm going to start with the east.
East.
Doesn't
6
matter
bam. 1 bam.
what I do.
2 dot.
Or which I start with. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Nice to get that.
North.
And continue
1
on.
crack. 7 crack. 6 crack. Call. 8 bam.
All right, we have our first exposure of 6 cracks. Now I threw a 6. Was it me who threw a 6 crack? I think so. Yeah. And so the 6 crack wasn't on the. No, I didn't throw the 6 crack because I was doing these. Never mind. But anyway, we have 2 jokers for exchange, which is nice. So we got to keep an eye on that.
4 dot. 2 dot.
You notice I have no jokers yet? Okay. All right. The 7 is the last of what I have left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, you want to know, I get to throw in another little thing that I do in person. I sometimes, when I get a tile in, this one came in from the computer, but this would be a pick from the wall. Sometimes I do this, psych out my opponents. They're like, oh crap, she just got another tile that she needed. And then I do this and throw this. And while everybody else is playing,
7 bam.
I move
1
things
bam.
around a little bit. You know, I go like this. I put that back there. Nobody knows what I'm doing. It ended up right back where, where it needed to be, which is a discard. Okay.
5 crack. 7 crack.
All kinds of things. I mean, there is levels galore in strategies in this game, and I am not kidding you. Now, I'm going to look at the table. Neither an east or the 6 dot went out. I'm just going to do the east. a little bit more of a priority. Oh no, there is an east out, but still, there's still a little bit more of a priority with it because of the singles. But it doesn't matter at this point. I could do the 6 dot first, and the east is going to go out soon enough. So we'll do that. I have a feeling those norths are going to go too.
6 dot, 3 bam. 5 crack.
I just need a couple
Red.
jokers or some good tiles here. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty confident we're not using those at all. So I'm going to move these down, and all of these tiles have been out already, which is great. I just start doubling up now. I do want to mention that I know there are some people that are taught that once a tile goes out, and I think this computer is even programmed that way, that once a tile goes out to, if you have that tile, get that out. I feel like fresh tiles that aren't on the table are the priority, and then soon enough you start doubling up. Look at how few tiles are on the board, and I already am going to double up on things. It's not like it's going to be a wrong strategy, but we have different philosophies. This is just the way I do it. So anyway, why not do the 3B in the east first in case you get south? I mean, I could. The reason I would keep the north if I got the south would be a good chance of getting joker bait from the flower. That's a possible good reason to do that. Maybe. I kind of like that. I'll hold on to it and get rid of the east and 3 bam. So we had a suggestion. Keep the north for a little bit. I like that. Why not?
3 bam. 9 dot. 4 crack. Joker swap. 8 dot.
Gee. Now that would be good for north and south. 1, 3, 5.
East. 6 dot.
So
8
if we get
crack.
a south,
5
I'll
bam.
call this Regina's hand.
6 bam. 1 crack. 3 bam. West.
Oh, we did get a south. Oh my goodness. Regina, Regina, Regina. Okay, that's really pretty. Okay. What's the risk in this hand? The risk is that it is a pair. The good news is I could call the 1 dot and I can call the 5 dot. If they come out before all of the other 3 souths go out. So, do you guys want me to go for this north-south 1, 3, 5? Or play it safe? I have more, don't I have more this way? I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the other way I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11. Yeah. There haven't been any dragons out. That one red, but no soaps. Yep. So are you all saying go for it? Go for it. Risk it. Do it. It's such a pretty hand. It is a little stressful, you know. I know it's early. It is early, early, early. You're right, Mary. All right, I'm going to go for it. Okay, so is there anything else that I would want to, let me see. I'm going to hold the flowers for a little bit. It's a little early to grab joker bait right now, possibly. But I think I'm going to go ahead. All right, I'm going for it.
So call east.
Oh, that's a nice reason to do it now. That's a fresh tile strategy example right now in play, where if I did keep holding and holding and holding on to the soap, hoping that I was going to get another one or a joker, which we never know what's going on with anybody's hand, right? I could have then discarded that soap later and given Joe Mah Jongg. So that's a good thing, that was a good change and a good decision. Not that we knew this was going to happen, but it's
8
definitely
crack.
good.
6 bam. 9 bam,
All right, I gotta watch
South.
those flowers. There's 1,
south,
2. I have one more opportunity to get that south or call the 1 and the 5.
7 dot, 3 bam, 9 bam, west,
Okay, that's one more tile closer. One more closer. Now, you never know. No, I was gonna say you never know. I could get lots of jokers for the dragons, but once I give up the flowers, I'm in you know what. Anybody change their mind right now? Has anybody changed their mind? All right, I'm going to throw you a little funny thing. Okay. No, this is a hard hand right now. Second from the bottom and use those for, no, it's way too weak. Forget about that. Anybody change their mind with what I'm doing? Anybody? No? You want me to hold true, right? Okay. Regina said, I'm scared. Okay, Mary said, try a joker. Try a joker meaning what? Joker bait? What? Oops, I mean flower. Oh, yeah, got it. I knew that's what you meant. Yeah, right. Okay, all right. Well, doesn't mean that if someone puts up a joker that I'm going to get that exchange because we know I don't get chance very often, but we're going for it. Ugh.
flower, west, 1
Yeah, it's
crack,
all a learning
west,
opportunity, right? All a learning opportunity.
7 bam, 8 crack, 7 bam, 8 bam, flower, 7 crack, 7 dot, 7 dot,
Getting a little nerve-wracking, isn't it?
9 dot, 3 dot,
Okay, so we don't need that for our, no, we don't. We have our pair, so we can ignore that.
3 crack, 8 bam, 8 dot, 5 bam, 3 crack, 5 bam,
Then another thing is there anything? No, not that Joe or Wes would not be using this news at all. So that's good news, but we don't know what Agata's doing.
1 crack, 4
Now
dot,
we're at 39 tiles. We're almost in the end game.
9 crack, call, 8 dot,
Oh, now we have another exposure Kong of 9 cracks here. All righty, let's see. With the 9 cracks, we don't have to worry too much about, well, yeah, north and south with 9s, but there's a north up here. I've got 1 south. There's 2 here. No way. New way. Okay. I'll do the flower because that's just gets a little riskier as we go. So, and there's only 2 out. So I'll do the flower.
flower, Mah Jongg,
Ah, and I gave, even though I discarded 2 flowers, nope, they never got called before with the Joker, but that one was Mah Jongg. Okay. So it is what it is, but let's see what Wes was playing. 2, 3 with the singles in the middle. Flower 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was a great hand. Good job. Now, do we have any other South anywhere here? Let's look and well, let's see what everybody was playing. Joe was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4. Not pretty far from anything. And any like numbers line 3 for Agata. Not bad, but she was still pretty far. I mean, I was kind of second in running if I could have gotten that south. Oh, that flower. We were still a full third of the game, and that flower did it in. Where's that south? There it is, all the way at the end. And there's a 5 for me to call. And there's the 1. I don't know. That looked like that hand was not, even though my tiles were so pretty with the position of where they are in the wall, that would have been challenging to get. But the interesting thing is there's a couple of jokers. The 5 is here, the 1 is here. Before the south would have come out, I could have easily gotten set if West wasn't so pretty. Such a pretty.
First Charleston.
Wow. All right, sort by suit, and I have a joker. I love it. So excited. I got a joker. All right, let's move these 7s up front. Sounds like a repeat to me. And 7s would be odds or any like numbers potentially. So we'll move those here. And why am I heavy again on the odds? I am very heavy on the odds. I'm going to get this for sure is going to go. There are some good run possibilities here with 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if we 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, right there, mixed suit run, 5, 6, 7. The mixed suit run is located on the second from the bottom on the right side of consecutive run. That might be nice. I like 5, 6, 7 crack, 8 crack. That's another 2 suit run situated 1, 2, 3, 4, 4B. That one's not bad. That's pretty. I would like to keep this as well. And this is too nice. That feels way too nice. So if I can break something else up, I will.
I'm on 2 things. I'm talking to
Oh, hold
thing
on. Somebody's got their unmute again.
Marshall
Give
thing.
me a minute. See if I could find the person that's unmuted. Oh, I just saw. Hold on. Okay. I think we got it. Okay. I would be more apt to do this. I'd like to keep the 8 because there's such good run stuff in here. It's all good. 5, 6, 7, 8 run. But that passing that 2, maybe instead of that one, this one. I'm almost thinking that's good. So I just have here very little. I have very little. I have, but that doesn't mean anything because it's all about what happens. You saw how things change in the Charleston. We've got like numbers with 7s. We've got lots of runs from 5 to 9. I would keep everything if I didn't have to pass those 2 cracks together with a west. We're going to do this. Sorry, we got a couple of people joining, and I think my husband is off duty. He's supposed to be keeping track of my waiting room people, and there was one person sitting in there for a little while. So, okay, got everything going here. Good. We have another multiple. So we've got, if I had kept that 5 dot, I would have had 5, 6, 7. The mixed suit runs stronger, but I also have 5, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 crack. Let's see what else we have. I mean, we've just got a lot of good run stuff going on here. I think we're going to go with these 3. Keep all of that going. I got another 7. That's nice. I got a south. I could keep it and think about north-south with 7s. That would do away with my 6, but could be. If I were to do, oh man, I'm really getting, I'm on a blind pass. I think this is less important now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make believe that's an 8 crack. There's your 4 in a row. Or like numbers with 7s with south. Maybe I'll do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's as good as anything. 5, 7, 7, 9 for Phyllis says. Did I get something, rid of something for the 5, 7, 7, 9? I hope not. I hope not, Phyllis. Oh, we got that 5 back. Now we have 2 dragons, a red and a green. Whoa. I got to continue because I don't have one hand. If anybody, I heard an instructor say, you stop the Charleston if you have one good hand or if you're in between two. No, no, don't stop it if you're in between two. You're going to give up looking at 12 more tiles. That will ultimately help you build your hand. You saw that happen in the last game. Anyway, I've got to continue. So,
Second Charleston.
do I keep 5 for Phyllis had said 5, 7 dot 7, 9 crack, or 5, 6, 7, 8 is, I mean, they're both equally as, we got weakness in both of them. I didn't see any more south, so I'm not going to even worry about that wind hand. It's north and south with odds. So it's either the 5. Oh, Phyllis said that was the first pass. Okay, sorry. And hello YouTube viewers. I've nobody said has chatted yet. So, or yes, we have. I had my chat window closed down. But hello everybody watching from YouTube. I don't want you to think I forgot about you. And we had a few people come in new, playing 6 months. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, good. Watching for a while really helps during my in-person games. So thank you. Been playing for about a year. Wonderful. Beautiful. Somebody else said I play the bots all the time. I think I'm going to do this one. Oh, we got another dragon in. Okay, we could go ahead and put those up there. And now, what do I do? Let's see what makes the most sense here, like numbers. Past this 5 and maybe at some point we'll get something else. Maybe we'll get the 5 back at the end. But, it looks like numbers is very, very coming in nicely right now. Okay, let's see, 7 dragon, northeast, south. Nope, that hand won't work. I was just looking at something just quickly to see. Okay, so we'll do this one because I like the numbers looks of things right now. They're looking pretty good. Oh, gee. It's interesting. That's very interesting. But I don't need those 3. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't need it, but I'm going to hold it right now. Ooh, geez. Consecutive run 5B. 5B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5B. 5B. Oh, with the opposites in the middle. Okay, hold on. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. That's pretty. That's very pretty, Regina. That's very, very nice. I like that a lot. All right, so now oh, wait a minute. You're right. Wrong match. Hold on. That is not the right match. Oh, wait a minute. Are we thinking like this? 7, 5, 6, 7. I would have to be with the greens though. Why am I having a hard time? 5, 6, 7 like this. Keep the 9 crack. No. Oh, keep the 9 crack for that way. But the 8 is a pair. We're getting in that hot territory. I don't want to keep these and give up something else. I mean, I don't have to give up anything, but oh, I know I have no flowers. That is true, but the game is not about what I don't have. It's about the possibilities of what I can get. What I worry more about is the pair, as you saw what happened with that, uh, last hand. All right, so I would almost rather, if I were to get 5 cracks, 5, 6, 7 with this, that's how I would want it to come out. I want to keep the red. I want to keep the 7s. That's how I want it to come out. 5, 6, 7. And that's a pair too. But if I'm going to go for it, I'd rather do this. And then I'm thinking I would do this and this just to try to get something else in. I could go the other way, Regina, and it could work out great. Yeah, Winds and Dragons line 2, I had that in mind, but I never kept absolutely good mention. I never collected. I was thinking about those singles and all, and could that happen? And I'm like, I think that ship has sailed.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, look at that. So if I could get a 5 crack, one, I would be so happy. That would be beautiful. I think I'm going to go ahead and do 2 here, and I'm just going to consider, we'll do, did I get rid of a 7? I think I did. I think I'm going to keep the 7. I think I got rid of a 7. No, or maybe not.
6 dot.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry.
8 dot.
Okay. First and third of the game, of course, we've got some really beautiful stuff going on here.
West.
I can definitely see if I could collect some singles, Mary, and see if somehow I can make that happen again. But I don't know if I can. But who knew I was going to get all these dragons? We never know. And we need the 5. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Nope. But holding true to getting rid of what came back to me, I don't know if I saw a 4 bam at all. If anything, it could have been the very first pass. But in any event, it came back at the end of the Charleston.
4 bam. 9
And I
crack.
wish that somebody would call it so I could say, see, that's why I get it out early, because they were hoping they would have gotten it back. And then now they are feeling pressure to call and expose.
6 crack. 8 bam.
I'm looking for 5. Both of those are out right now. I'm looking for 5 bams. Let's see. I'll hold the 6 for a little bit for maybe part of that run.
4 bam.
I don't know.
9
We
bam.
only need 4 numbers in a row.
South. Call. 5 bam.
Okay, we've got the South up here, Apunga South.
3 crack. 1 dot.
Okay, we'll get rid of this.
1 crack. Flower.
Are you playing line 1 or the north-south with the odds?
7 dot.
Okay, there's a 7 dot. That'll
7
help make
bam.
my decision. There's a 7 bam about like not even thinking about like numbers, so we'll see. Okay, well, we are now, again, I'm going to hold that 6 for just a little
1
bit.
crack. 4 crack. 3 bam.
I've seen
Flower.
crazier things happen, man, in this game.
1 bam. East. 5 bam. 9 dot.
We'll know now whether he's playing that. He may call this. Let's see.
West.
No,
9 dot.
probably playing north-south with any odd numbers.
3 dot. Call. 1 bam.
All right, we have a joker exchange here and there. Keep an eye out for those. The 9 b.m. Okay.
9 bam.
Everybody's
Joker
already
swap.
out,
3
so we're
crack.
doubling up already. See, early we're doubling up.
6 dot. 5 bam.
But he wants those 1 cracks. That is
1
for
crack. 3 crack. 8 dot. Flower.
Okay. Two 5s out. I was just thinking about, I'm going to get rid of the 7. And we are going to see if we could build that second hand under Winds and Dragons. It's going to be crazy.
7 dot. 7 dot.
Oh, good choice that I'm not doing any like numbers with 7s. Okay, just saying.
8 crack. 8
I'll
bam.
talk about them for you.
Oh, somebody keeps unmuting. I don't know what it is, but something's happening there.
9 dot. 4 crack. East. Call. 9 crack.
Oh, gee, Wes is not playing north and south. Wes is playing the first hand, the second on the right side. So with that, I threw out a west. There was an east that went out early and a west. Those were examples. And there was a west early on here of the reason why we get those fresh tiles out early. Wes needed those. We made his hand that much harder because there are 2 Wests out. And we know he needs at least 2 jokers for that hand. But that's why we don't hold on to other people's tiles. Even we want them to call for exposure and not hold on and have somebody
4
call for
bam.
Mah Jongg.
7 bam.
What is with those 1 crack?
1 crack. 4 crack. 2 crack.
I would love
2
to get
crack.
a 5. I need some more jokers, but oh, look at that. Oh, God, this is so crazy. Okay. So the hand that we're looking at, which we were not even looking at, and Regina mentioned it early on, and it wasn't even like, I mean, there was no, who would have ever thought that we possibly would go for this? We need a 4 crack or an 8 crack to make that single run. 1 8, 2 4s, 3 4s. But who would have ever known we could have possibly gotten this close? What do you think? Bye, Penny. Thank you so much. You think it could happen? I think so. Now let's see what else we can keep in mind. 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be far-fetched. Maybe keep the 6s for any very weak chance, but I'm like, oh, 6s would be a better chance with like numbers. Maybe, I don't know. But I think I'm going to try for it. And these hands tonight have been really wonky.
7 crack. 9 crack. 9 bam. 8 crack.
Oh, there's 1 8 crack there. Oh, golly. These things do happen purposely. We're at 47 tiles. We are certainly in, getting into that end game, that last third of the game. If I don't throw it now, I literally pretty much say, no, I'm not going to throw it. That's what happens. There are, let's see, 1 West is out, 2 Wests are out. So this is the third one. Chances are he has one. If he has a couple of jokers, he's going to put it up. If he's got lots of jokers in his hand, it could be Mah Jongg. But if I want to win, if I hold this tile, then what I do is I put it here and I'm like, okay, I'm going to play defensively for the last 47 tiles. So I ask my high level players out there to help me so that the other players know which way would you go right now. Would you give up your whole hand at this point, or would you try to go for the win? If we give up our hand, I'm not throwing the West. If I want to go for the hand, I would get rid of it. I want to see who would say give up and who would say throw. So far, everybody's saying throw. I mean, I could, like the flower was mahjong on that last game. It's not like I did anything wrong. If I threw the flower in the last 10 tiles when I knew there was no chance of me winning and I knew I was throwing a hot tile, then I would be making an unwise choice, 100%. But not when I threw it. There weren't a lot of flowers out. I had already thrown two. Got lucky enough then, but he just picked in a joker and was able to do that at the end. So I'm going to throw because everybody says to throw it. Throw it, throw it. Good job. We are just going to say congratulations, Wes, if you have all the jokers.
West. 2 bam.
Guess what? Mr. Wes could not pick that tile up. Yay, yay.
5 bam. Flower. Call. 9 bam.
Ah.
1 dot. Call. Red.
Okay, flower. There's only a few hands with pungs of flowers, so it's not that hard to figure it out. It's not the 2026 hand, it's not the 2468 hand, and it is not the fifth line down in consecutive run or the fifth one down in 13579 or the third one in 369. So it is line number 2. He's playing flowers 1 with a 2, 3, 4, either in the same suit or the opposite suit or an opposite suit, and 5s at the end, 5 dots at the end. So let's see what happens. Okay, now I've got the first dragon out here. 43 tiles left. Another big decision to make. What way do I go? Do I hold it? Do I hold on and wait? I would be apt to hold on because it's a pung right now. Hope to see if I can get the 4 or the 8 crack. There aren't a lot of chances left, so I want to see.
So I've been taken up.
God, somebody keeps unmuting. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope it's got to figure out. I don't see now where it is. Hold on. Hate to go have to get interrupted here, but I don't see anybody, and maybe she's just clicking on it accidentally. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so who would pass? Who would pass on this and who would call? I would tend to pass. I would tend to pass because it's a pung. I want to see if I could get that in. So everybody's saying pass. So I'm going to pass.
Red.
Oh, now what do I do? The other red could be all the way at the end of the wall. Now I'm going to take it. Oh, gee. Look, it's our only hope for a hand, right? Okay. So.
Call.
I don't like being forced into doing anything.
7 crack. 3 bam.
Maybe we'll get the choker.
6
Thank you,
dot.
everybody. And I've got some YouTuber also helping me out. Thank you so much for watching, my YouTube viewers.
9 crack.
I got so excited for a minute there and was thinking that it was, you know what, my tile, but no. It isn't. Okay.
5 crack, 4 dot. 2 bam. 8 crack,
Oh no. How many chances do I have? 1 8, 2 8, 3 8s. I have one more chance with an 8. What about 4s? 1, 2, only 2 4s or 3? No, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, all right. We're at 34 tiles. 6 BAMs. I have 2. I'm aware that I have 2. I'm also aware that there are none out. Would it be possible that Agatha needs the 6 BAM? Would it be possible that she will call it with a joker and I could grab another joker? Would that happen? I don't know, but it's time for me to get that 6 BAM out. And here we go.
6 bam. 8 dot.
Darn.
6 crack. 7 bam.
So sad here. It could be Agata 3 6 6 dot went out here and here. Okay, they're all out. Who knows what and who knows what, who needs what, right? At this point. So we're gonna go, or maybe I should do this for one more chance of getting maybe a 7, 1, 2, 3, 3 7 dots out. Maybe it just gives me one more little chance of making that run.
6 bam.
I don't-
9 dot.
Oh, no, not, have to be 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, where are the 5s? Right up here, right? We know Joe has them all. So,
5 crack. 7 dot.
okay. How are our 1 BAMs doing? Why do I feel like I haven't seen a 1 BAM? No, I'm missing it. Here's 1. Here's 2. Okay, and that's good. Everything is kind of good right now. So I'm gonna just do the 8 and we'll go from there.
8 dot. 2 crack. 8 bam. 2 dot.
Need that single. No, again, the 6 BAM.
6 bam. 4 dot. Call, soap.
Okay, so now we know Agatha's not using 3 6s, so 3 4. Okay, so 3 4, 5, wait a minute, 2 3 4, 2 3 4 5. Are Agatha and Joe playing in each other's hands? 2 3 4 5. What else can it be? I think that's it. Whoa. Unless you see something else, put it in chat. Because sometimes I miss that stuff. All right. Oh, look at that. First, oh, that's crazy. The first soap out. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Nope. That was last year's. Okay. We got everything out here. Nothing else is happening. So
8 bam. Joker swap, flower. 7
that was
bam.
kind of a risky discard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who threw it? Do we know? Joe just discarded this. So Wes threw it. He may have another one and know that there's 8, because that's when you would definitely be not worrying about it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would hope he has it.
5 crack.
Thrown that at that point. Oh, so close. So close. I need a 4 no matter what. Doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, anything, I think they're all good to go here.
6 dot, soap,
Another soap, no
Soap.
jokers. Who has all the jokers?
2 crack,
Oh, look at that. Wes, may I have your joker, please? 12 tiles left.
joker swap,
Little too late on that, huh? Little too late. That's kind of a sad state of affairs. So this could be a hot tile, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if there are 2 cracks out. This is where it gets a little bit harder to figure out. So let's see. 1, 2 cracks. 3, 3, 4. So it can't be 2, 3, 4 in cracks in the middle there. But let's see about dots. And look at this. If she needs 2, 3, 4 in dots and 5s, Agatha needs 2s and 5s? Really? But let's just see how many dots, 2 dots are out. 1, just curious. Only 1 out. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see the hand, actually. I think it's going to be fun to see it.
1 bam, joker swap, joker,
All right,
7
Wes just
crack,
drew a joker, so he's breaking up his hand.
6 bam,
Look at that. Okay. So I am pretty, we know there's 2 cracks out, so this cannot be needed by anybody. So 8 tiles left. Okay, could I pick another joker? Is there a way that I could get another joker? Or can't do a joker exchange there. Well, can't do a joker exchange there. 4 dot, that's out. Oh my God, let's try.
3 crack, joker, 2 bam,
Okay, so Wes drew another joker, and Joe hadn't. He's the only one that's broken up his hand so far.
1 bam,
Oh, darn! Oh my goodness! Can you imagine if there was a joker up there? 4 tiles left.
south,
I have 1 pick
joker,
left.
north,
And that's Joe is drawing that, knowing that Wes drew 3 jokers are out already.
2 dot,
Oh, that was such a nice chance of doing.
joker, wall game,
Oh, we came so close. Okay, so we've got 2, 3, 2s and 5s, and 1, 2, 3, 4 with the BAMs in the middle. Oh, I don't think we looked at the cracks and the dots. Why didn't I look at the BAMs? Anyway, because I didn't have any to worry about throwing, I guess. But look at that. They were playing in each other's hands. Oh my goodness. The 2 of them would never have been able to make a Maj. But Agatha's came in pretty good if she had more jokers. Do you see how, excuse me, I don't know why I'm having an issue right now. Do you see how well this hand formed? Did we ever think that this was going to turn into this hand? No way. Oh my goodness. So cool. Now Wes North, and he was 4 tiles away from Mah Jongg, but he broke his hand up actually, so we don't know how close he was. All right.
first Charleston,
Let's get going. No jokers again. Oh, man. No jokers. All righty. Let's see. I'm going to leave. Well, I could move these here for a moment. I'm thinking of keeping them. All right. We have no multiples. So when I have no multiples, I separate into evens and odds. See which ones I have more of. I have more evens than I have odds. For sure. And with 2, 4, 6, 8, we could keep the 9 because the 6s are part of the 369, so we could keep that too. I think I'm going to do that and that with this. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, we got a 4. And anything can happen when you're collecting these evens. It could turn into like numbers. It could change. Everything could change. We're just going to collect those. And what did I just have? I had 2 norths, right? I think. We're just collecting right now. I'm not even worrying about thinking about a hand at this point. All right. Do we continue? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I was going to keep 3, 6, 9 in sight, but because we've got so many 2, 4, 6, 8s, potential for like numbers, all kinds of things could happen. That category gets me so confused. I'm just saying, but we'll see what happens.
Second Charleston.
Yeah, I'll break up one of these hours. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, I got stuff. I got some hands in there. I see 2 bam, 4, 6, and 8 bam with the flowers up front. Very happy there.
Courtesy pass.
And we'll do 2.
Soap.
Okay. So I do see some little things happening. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, but that hand right there is sitting on line number 2. We'll see what happens because we've got some discards, and so we don't have to worry about picking one thing right now. We've got like numbers with 4s going on.
East. West. 3 crack. 3 dot.
See how things
9
develop.
dot. 9
They're
bam. 1
developing.
bam.
So, of
Soap.
course, jokers
Flower.
would really help. Oh, it's really developing. How pretty is that? All right. Line number 2, that hand in 2, 4, 6, 8 is really pretty. I just need like a couple of jokers or good pick. I mean, I can't complain. I'm picking good tiles, and that's a pair right there. So that's a little bit of a challenge. So let's see, 2s and dragons and 8s and dragons. We have the most 8s there. I was thinking a line 4, and then let's move on down the road. If we do 2, 4, 6, 8, and 8s and dragons, and with the flowers, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 8s with the dragons. I think I'm going to get rid of a red. I think it's not going to be as important for me to try and think of 2s and drag. That doesn't even have flowers in it.
Red. Green.
I'm just going with that.
3 bam. 6 crack.
There's 1 6 crack. I got to keep that in mind. Okay. So now I'll, darn, this is a challenging one. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have no dots. If I had dots, I would have a pretty hand that I could be doing. Right there with 2, 4, 6, 8 and dots up front. But we can always look at 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm gonna keep the 8s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. I could always think about the concealed bottom 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. But if I do, I need 1 4 right now. So I'm going to keep the 1 4. Because that's pretty nice. Look at that hand. That's how much I have toward the bottom concealed hand right there. It's really pretty. Okay, I'm confused. No, I'm not. Oh, Mary said it might develop into concealed. Oh my God. Great minds think alike. The
Red.
rain's going.
9 bam. North. 5 bam.
Oh, remember when I said I had no dots up front? I think like that ship might have sailed. Might have sailed for me to even start considering that. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it.
4 dot. 7 dot. 7 dot. 4 crack.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm. I was thinking about 2, 4, 6, 8 with eights. 2. Okay, let me not get lost here. I need the 4 for 2, flower 2, 4 and 6 and 8s, line 2. The second from the bottom could develop into something. Could develop. And I don't think the 4 bam is going to be needed. Unless I were to go with a 1 suit something. But then that's no flowers. So I'm going to do the 4 bam. Any like numbers line 1 with flowers. Well, that would be with 8s only. It could happen. I have no, where are my jokers? It could happen. Certainly could happen. Okay, I think the 4 is going.
4 bam. 3 bam. 7 crack. West. 9 crack. 5 dot. 1 dot. 2 crack.
Now I'm seeing this. I'm not,
6 dot.
can't go in
9
that
dot.
direction to be
5
honest
crack.
right now.
5 dot.
2, 4, 6, and 8. That's certainly the safer hand. I mean, the concealed bottom hand is pretty. Don't get me wrong, but you know, this is risky too with the 6. There's 1 6 out, but this is the way I'm going to go. I'll keep the 8s for any like numbers. Line 1, line 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, that's the one I'm keeping an eye on, Deb. That's the one I was keeping an eye on, but that would be, I would need the 1 8. And I could use the 8s at the end here. So I would need a 2 crack. So I would do 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh boy, we got a lot to think about right now. Okay, yep.
4 bam. 5 dot. 6 dot.
My mind
2
is kind
bam.
of like, oh, darn. Why didn't I have a joker for that baby? Oh, goodness gracious. So that second from the bottom hand, let's put it together. See how you guys feel about it. 2 crack is missing. That is what it looks like. Now, if I want to keep an eye on this, and I want to keep an eye on 2, 4, 6, and 8 BMs, the 8 crack is what would go now. Are we in agreement on that? Are we in agreement? I don't think that line 1, any like numbers, is the smartest way to go at this point. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get another flower as soon as I pick the next tile, right? Yeah. What do you think? 8 crack makes the most sense? That gives me 2 risky hands to keep track of. All right, let's do it.
8 crack. 3 bam. 8 bam.
You know, I'm going to call that because I can use it in the second from the bottom hand or in the 2, 4, 6, 8 second hand. We're going to call it. I get to do something. Or wait a minute, hold on. When I call it, which hand are we choosing? Oh, let me just do it. And then you got to decide. I'll let you guys decide for me. I think it is the second from the bottom because I can call the flowers and I don't have to get a joker to cover that two bam Kong, right? Yeah.
Call.
Okay. So that makes more sense, doesn't it? So that's what I'm going to go for. Gee, this is really a crazy thing. Two cracks. One, we said one was out, right? Only one is out. All right, I'm going for it, you guys.
4 crack. 1 dot. 1 crack. 3 crack.
Would really, really be nice to get one, just one joker.
Soap.
Not
3 bam.
looking for a lot.
9 crack. 5 crack.
Okay, when do I want to break those twos up there? When do I want to do that? There are none out, 51 tiles. I can hold them a little bit longer. I want to get a little
5 crack.
some joker
9
bait if
crack.
I can.
4 dot. 5 bam.
Of course,
8 crack. Soap. Red.
my
4 crack.
mouse is a little sensitive.
2 bam. Call. 2 dot.
Oh, yes, baby!
4 bam.
Yes! Joe, my dearest friend Joe, may I have your joker, please? He says, okay.
Joker swap. 6 bam. 7
We
dot.
are set for Maj on a Duke crack.
5 bam. 3 crack.
Joe's going to have all my two cracks. All the other two cracks, right?
9 bam. 3 dot. 6 bam. 3 crack. 9 dot. 6 bam. 4 dot. West. 9 crack. Green. Mah Jongg.
He had my two cracks. He had my two cracks, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. And he was playing one of the hands that I kind of thought of that one at one point, but oh, gee, Joe, you stole my two cracks from me. How sad is that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we came close. I always say this week after week. There's only one winner at the table, right? But if your hand develops like this and you know you did a good job and you are increasing your chances of winning, the more you're able to develop your hand with keeping multiple things open. Yeah, I know. Let's see, remaining tiles. Deb says, how many remaining tiles? 27. 3 jokers left in the wall, which wouldn't help me. Oh, so, so, so sad. Hi, Lois. Lois is here. Hi, Lois. Okay, let me close this out. Let's see. Wes was doing line 4 of 13579. That's the floating pair hand, coming in pretty nice. Agatha was doing Winds and Dragons, line 3, north south with sevens, coming in pretty nice. But I was in the running for a tile I was never gonna get.
First Charleston.
All right, we'll do one more game. Look at all the jokers. Oh, they're just so pretty, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, do we have any multiples? At least to help us out? Sure, we got fives. No fives, except for any like numbers on the left side. The middle panel, we've got odds, but we got weak odds, don't we? Right there. It's going to look like when I, see this, I'm going to say, oh, it looks like there's going to be a lot of run stuff we could do. Maybe north and south with fives. We can hold those for a little bit. But we've got some really good run stuff. We've got 3, 4, 5 in one suit. And I see a 3, 4, 5. I look at what connects to the multiple. So like for the 4, 5, I think of 4, 5, 6, 7, or 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see 4, 5, 6, 7 dot. I see 4, 5, 6, 7 bam. I see 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the things I see to help me make a decision on what I'm going to pass. I don't like to do those tiles there, so I can't keep everything. So maybe I'll go with the low one. Keep those north and south just for a little bit. Oh, that's a pretty pass. I just passed a really pretty pass. Now I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 in one suit. Maybe. Keep that red. That's the matching dragon for the run, which would be 3, 4, 5, because I've got the 5s there. Maybe we're going in that direction. Let's see if we want to keep anything here that makes more sense. 1, 3, 3, 5, maybe. 1 bam, 3 bam, 3 crack, 5 crack, maybe. Maybe I'll break this up. We'll stay in kind of the low end run now. Let's try that. The mishmash. So I have my 1, 3, 5 with reds. Flowers, 1, 3, 5 with reds. I like the fact that that line 5 in consecutive and the line 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s, they kind of play off of each other. So you can work them both. I like that. Of course, I got another north now that I'm not doing that. So we'll do this. We'll do that. East and west and all these winds. 1, 2, 3. We got our nice singles there, Mary. 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. If I get lots of dragons. All right, we're going to continue for sure. And I'm going to do
Second Charleston.
that, and that. Mixed them up a little bit. And it looks like nobody's wanting these wins, though. Maybe if they're going to end up in somebody's hand. I don't know about, maybe I should do this instead. Maybe I don't want to give all those wins because they're going around like crazy. So I think that's smarter.
Courtesy pass.
All right, we'll do 3. Oh, he only did 2. Okay.
7 dot.
3, 5, 7, 9. I do see a little bit of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Oh, look at that. Okay, so these are all the ones that I had at the end that came in. So I'm going to start with all of these, not the 7 since that went out already, but I'll do the rest of them.
1 dot.
So I've got
West.
lots of runs. I've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
2 dot.
I have
4
no
bam.
jokers again, if you noticed. I'm sure you all did. I have a joker. What the heck is that?
South. East. Soap. 9 bam.
Right?
West.
I'm
5
collecting.
bam.
I'm not
9
going to
dot.
worry my brain
6
off about
bam.
it yet. I'm just collecting until I run out of
7
discards,
dot.
which
7
will be
crack.
very soon. Okay, so the 7 crack is good information from me. You know, it says, hey, if you were thinking of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, there goes one of your tiles, and you're not going to call it right now because you would need a Kong of 9 cracks. That would kind of put you in a weak position right now to do that and get you locked into that hand. So I say ignore. Besides, it is a pung, which makes it easier to ignore.
5 dot.
But I got
North.
lots of hands. Maybe
Call.
we should
6
talk about
bam.
them. Oh, Somebody did collect the wins. Well, what do you know?
South. South.
But smart. Everybody getting those souths out now. Smart, smart. Okay, so we will keep all of this good stuff up here. What do we have? Let's go through it all. Line 1, consecutive run, left side, 1 through 5, right there. Okay. Line 2, on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wouldn't be my preference because I'd have to get rid of a 2, a 3, and a 3. Not my favorite choice right there. And line number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 2, 3, 4, 5. Pung Kong, Pung Pung Kong Kong. Where was your brain, Debbie? Last year's card. Line number 5, flower with 2s. No, let's do it with, well, 2, 3s, and 4s would be the better choice. 2, 3, 4 with the reds. Flowers, 2, 3, 4s with the reds. What else? Let's move down to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and look at flower, line 5. Flowers, 1, 3s, 5s, and reds. That's probably the weakest of them all. Nonetheless, we're getting rid of the 7 and 9 crack next.
9 crack. 3 crack.
Okay, we got to make another decision here. For line 1, we don't need it. For line 4, Pung Pung Kong Kong, the hand is too weak at this point to commit to anything. Yeah, we don't need it for line 5. It's going to be a no.
3 dot.
Too early to make
So.
any decision right now. That helps a little
7
bit
crack.
more with
3
my
dot.
decision making.
3 bam. East. 1 dot. 5 crack.
Okay. All right, flower, 1, 3, 5 reds. That is leaving that 1 crack vulnerable with that pair. So let's stick in the consecutive and let's look in there. 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a for Pung Pung Kong Kong. 2, 3, 4, 5. The 4 is very weak. For me to call that would not be smart. Flower 2, 3, 4 is the best choice right now. That's my best right there. All I need is one more good pick, meaning either a joker would give me the ability to call both the 4 and the red if I pulled in a red or a 4 crack. So this does not make sense. The strongest hand it looks like right now is this. But if I get in a 1 crack, then 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then I'm giving up that 5 for line 1. So this looks like it's going to be the best hand right now. I'm going to say ignore.
2 crack.
Okay, so for that hand, we don't need that right now. I mean, no, we don't need it. For the
West.
other hands, yes.
4 dot. 1
Give me
dot.
one more good pick.
9 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, so for this here, it's a 4 crack, the first one out. I need it more here than here because this is a Kong. So I'm going to let the first one go, maybe even the second one. I hope another one doesn't go out right away. Oh, Flo. Hi, Flo. I didn't realize that it was your mom's iPad. It says hi, Lois. Okay. Okay, so ignore. Okay, very good. So that's what we want to have happen. So now we're set to call everything we need to call. I'm going to get out the 1 crack. We're going to hope to get some joker bait out of the 5 crack. Maybe there's one that went out already, maybe not. But we'll see what happens.
1 crack. 1 crack. 6 bam. 8 crack. Call. 2 dot.
Okay, a Kong of eights with no jokers up.
1 bam. 2 dot. 9 dot. 9 crack. 1 bam.
Okay, the first green out. Good chance somebody might want it.
Green call. East.
All righty, there we go. So now we know it's line 5 of Winds and Dragons, a very telling two exposure hand there. And that's why those souths were not called. So that's good to know that. And he needs lots of flowers too.
8 bam. 5 bam. 5 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, we need that, don't we? We do need that for a pung.
Call. 5 crack. 9
I was
bam.
hoping for some joker bait, but I didn't think I
2
would
dot.
get it.
Soap. 9 crack. 7 bam. 1 dot. 6 dot. 7 bam. 6 bam. 2 bam. 6 dot. 3 dot. East. 7 crack. 9 bam. 9 dot. 4 bam. Mah Jongg.
Beat me to it. Beat me to it. Oh, golly, 2468, our pung pung kong kong. And man, I want to see where my tiles are because I'm going to look at that in a second. Good job, Joe. Line 5, Winds and Dragons for Wes. We knew what he was doing there, and he was very close. And then consecutive run line 2 for Agata. She was doing pretty good with the singles in the middle there. Yeah, let's see where our tiles are. We needed a red, and they're not out there. Where is it? Right there, way down there. Where's the other flowers? 1, 2, way down there. It's like, were the Mahjong gods against me tonight or what? But again, let me just say, if your hand was coming in nice, you just be proud of what you developed, right? That's the way it goes. All right, well, that was a fun night. It was certainly challenging. I would have liked to add more mahjongs tonight, but that's the way it goes. But I always have fun no matter what, and it's just fun working on these crazy hands and keeping a track of everything. And thank you everybody for joining in on YouTube. We had a nice big crowd, about 35 people at max, and lots of Zoom participants tonight too. So I really appreciate it. And I do want to say that if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, MahjCon, that's MahjCon, please head over there and subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications. Give me thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you want. Check out the contents that's there. I always repost. So if you can't make it, you always can check out what's there. If you didn't make previous ones, you can go in and watch previous ones. Believe me, there's some nights where I'm hot, and making lots of mahjongs and getting lots of jokers. So you can go in and check out all those previous ones. Again, until I see you, please practice, 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 and be well. I really had a great night. Thank you.